All right, let's finish out this assignment here. With this first problem on problem number 22, we're going to do 22 to 26. This is actually asking just about one shark. Okay, so if we're talking about just the shark, one shark, then we are needing to talk about individual sharks from the population. So it was really important that it was normally distributed, okay, and then we were looking for that a single shark between 10 and 13. So we had two z-scores, okay, one made off of the 10 and one made off of the 13. And then we found that area in between those two, which was 81.16%. Now, then they wanted to estimate the average time for a sample of 12 sharks. That's how we know then that we're doing with a sampling distribution. Which, remember, if this is yes in the population, then even if you have a small sample size, this is automatically yes down here, okay? Even if you have a small sample. So, which our sample size was small, because remember, large enough is greater than or equal to 30. So here we have 12, then our samples are centered in the same place as the population, but our standard deviation is different. It is not the 1.1 that we used when we looked for an individual shark. It was the 0.32, so smaller amounts, which, wow, that really made it highly likely that the average time of immobility for a average of 12 is almost 100%. Okay. All right. Next, number 24 here, find the probability that in a sample of 50. So this has not, right off the bat, this is not asking about using this population data. And that's why we know that, because it asks about the average time. And furthermore, we don't have the right because we were not told that the population was normal. So we come on down here. And for some reason, so the sample was 50. Okay, so here was that. And then here we were also seeing if it lasted longer than 50. Okay, so 50 was also our X bar. So that's interesting. Okay, so let's not get those 50s confused with each other. This is 50 because the sample size was 50. This is 50 because they asked us more than 50 days. All right, which this is what went right here. Okay, so not very likely. Very, 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 very small. Basically zero. If you put about a 0% chance, then that's what you're coming up with. Okay, next, number 25. Again, we were told that the population was normally distributed. So then we have all the individual people or exams are normally distributed. So we do have the ability to find the probability for one exam paper. And so we wanted to know the probability that this one exam paper is between 70 and 80. So I'm going to use this information here, and I'm going to have a z-score for 70 and a z-score for 80, and find that probability is 29.54. But here we wanted to see if the average of 38 of them. So our sample size is now 38. And look, we now will have a different standard deviation than we did up here. Up here, we were dividing, our standard deviation was 13.1. But down here, it's that 13.1 divided by the square root of 38. So it's smaller. So therefore, there's our z-scores. And so there's 89.77% chance that an average of 38 of them will fall between a score of 70 and 80. All right, and I think then that is the end of those problems there. And we'll get on to the warm-up so that you're ready for this quiz the next day.